The market numbers are in. What's happening to the local real estate market? Stay tuned, I'll tell you more. Hi everyone, my name is Mike Rennick. Welcome to another market update, Mike's Market Update. I am your host for this video and we've got some interesting things to share. This data is for Sarasota, Manatee County and it's good through November 30th, even though it's called the December data. Here's what's interesting. The number of listings continue to go up. Number of sales continue to go down. And what I find very interesting is prices holding firm. Let's talk about it. Let's take a look at some slides. The chart that I have up right now is looking at things more on a year over year. And given the strangeness of the market, I think we need to look back a little bit deeper into the month over month. But when we look at this, sales are down 44% from a year ago. The pending, which are future sales, they're under contract but not closed yet. They'll close in the next 30, 60, 90 days. They're down 37%. Price is up 12% from a year ago. It's even for the last 4 or 5 months. We'll talk about that. I think that's the most important chart in just a second. Days on the market are up and months of inventory are up. So let's go into the a little bit deeper. When we look here on the next chart, the sales, and the sales are the dark green. They're the ones that have sold. We see on the chart that they're falling in the last probably 5, 6 months. Sales continue to fall here. That's not necessarily a bad thing, and I'll share more about that in a second. If we look at the light green bar, the number of listings stay high. We've solved the problem that we've occurred over the last 18 months of no listings. So sales, listings are out there. The supply side has been fixed. And when we look at pendings, it's kind of the red squiggly line, but there is a downward slope to that. So I'll talk at the end of this what that means for buyers and sellers in just a second. But let's look a little bit different. Here's the next one. Are we doing this with price? Has it been impacted? Well, we look over almost the past year, price is pretty much constant. It's up, like I said, 12% over a year ago. But look at the blue bars on there. Price is not falling. That's a good news for sellers. We'll talk more about that in a second. Days on the market, when you list a home today, it's going to be out there longer. That's just a plain fact. You can see that on the chart. Months of inventory are way up. And the fact that the months of inventory are now at 3.8, that puts it into a balanced market. Anywhere between 3 and 6 months, they consider balance with buyers versus sellers. Let's look at the national scene right now. The following data comes from a company called Keeping Current Matters, and I have their approval and permission to use their slides. Let's look at the market forecast for 2023. We're very close to wrapping up 2022. Let's talk about what's going to happen next. So let's look at a quote from Jerome Powell. I'd say if you're a home buyer, somebody or a young person looking to buy a home, you need a bit of a reset. We need to get back to a place where supply and demand are back together and where inflation is down low again and mortgage rates are low again. So that's an interesting comment from the chair of the Fed. We ideally would all like to be in that kind of position, but there's still opportunities out there. Let's look at mortgage rate projections. As of November, if you look at it for Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae, MBA, NAR, and the average for all four for 2023, it breaks it down to Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. They're saying mortgage rates are going to stay roughly around 6% or so. We'll see if that's accurate or not, but that's lower than it's been in the past few weeks. That could be good news. If we look at Greg McBride, Chief Financial Analyst at Bankrate, and I quote, mortgage rates could pull back meaningfully next year if inflation pressures ease. Well, we're seeing the latest information on the global or on the national scene where inflation is starting to slow down. It's nowhere near the level we want it right now. But most of the mortgage people that I'm talking to are suggesting by the end of the year, we're going to see rates a little bit more reasonable than we have. What's going to happen to sales in 2023? When we look here on the next chart with Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, MBA, and NAR, the average is about 5.1 million sales. That's a strong market. So people are saying that sales should be strong in 2023 on a national basis. Let's see if that happens. In home price forecast, this next chart is very interesting. The average of all 7 entities that are reporting is about a 0.4% increase. But we see from Realtor.com, who suggests it'll go up another 5.4%, to Zelman, who says they're going to fall 5.1%. That's a spread of 10%. That's a big difference there. So here's the message from this chart. The experts right now are mixed of what's going to happen. And that's what I believe. Let me share my thoughts. Here's what 2023 is going to bring. There are opportunities for sellers because prices haven't fallen. There are still good opportunities for buyers because you don't have to write the offer when you're sitting in the driveway after you've seen a listing. I'm going to do some separate videos on this, sharing my thoughts. But 2023 is going to be a year where your agent has to work harder. Your agent needs to understand the market down to the level where you're going to buy or sell. And I mean your subdivision, your condo association. It's that kind of work that's going to be involved in order to get the best deal for you, whether you're planning to sell or you're planning to buy, or maybe even both. The numbers right now on the national scene and local suggest that it's going to be a good market, maybe not a fantastic market. We've got to watch a lot of things on the national scene and internationally to see what's going to happen. I'd like to take this deeper for you. I'd like to dig deeper and provide an analysis at no cost, no obligation to show you in your particular area what you'd be facing. Feel free to give me a call. Like I shared at the top of the video, my name is Mike Rennick. My direct cell is 941-400-8735. Thanks for watching, everyone.